Okay, so I've managed to have a little bit more of a play with Adobe Edge. It's looking, from the first stage, at least preview 1, to be quite robust, and I'm seeing it more for the potential that the other things are going to bring into it. So, for instance, interactivity, when that company is brought in, I think it's preview 3, they're planning to bring it in. That's where Edge is really going to take off, for me at least, because that's going to allow me to add events and really make sort of huge chunks of website from within Edge itself. But for now, some power I've found already with Edge is the ability to edit HTML pages as they are, existing HTML pages. So what I've done, I've got my website for the web design company that I run. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just drag index.html down to Adobe Edge, open that up, and then what it should do is bring up the HTML document as if it's, there we go, as if it's in the stage, as if it's in a browser, with all the elements already on the in the stage for you, which is freaking awesome. Let me show you what the website looks like in a browser. It's pretty much exactly the same as that. So let's just open that up in Chrome, and you can see the website is pretty much exactly the same in Edge as it is in browser. So what I'm going to do, and I'll just close that, I'm going to add a little bit of animation. I cannot get over how far this has come over, Flash or whatever, because I'm seeing the website real time. There's a little bit of CSS animation, CSS3 animation I've done before with my website, so that's nothing to do with Edge, but in fact, if anyone wants to know, they can PM me and I'll teach them how to do it. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little fade in with these divs just here. So I've got 3 cards which are on my website that I'm going to add some animation to. I'm going to have them fading in one after the other. So you can see elements. There's hundreds of elements down here that I'm not even going to bother trying to look into, because most of them don't have a title or a name tag, so they're not. You can't tell which ones they are in elements. But I can see this being useful in the future. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use this WYSIWYG interface, as you might call it, to try and add this animation. Oops, I just moved it. So Command Z that. So what I'm going to do, I've got auto animation on. So I've got this div selected, this starter website div. I will snap a keyframe for opacity and take that right down to 0. I'll do the same with all the other ones. Opacity right down to 0, and then this one, opacity right down to 0. Then I'm going to move it along sort of about half a second, because I want a bit of a break before, in fact I'll make it a whole second, a bit of a break before they all start fading in. So we'll select the first one. Again, we'll just snap a keyframe. I don't think I went into this fully enough last tutorial. So the reason I put a keyframe in just here is if I went straight to sort of 2 seconds and set opacity to 100, you'd get a curve that sort of started from here and went all the way up to here, and it would be a constant constant animation of opacity that started here. Now I want my opacity to remain 0 all the way along here, and then start moving to 100%. Okay. So what I did, I put a keyframe in to just snap it to 0%. So I'm snapping 0 all the way across here. And now what I can do, because I've brought my keyframe to 0 to 2, I can now grab the div, set opacity right the way up. So now it's started the animation there and finished the animation there. So let's play that, give that a play, hitting spacebar. Boom. Excellent. And now halfway through that starts fading, and I'm going to have the other one fade in, so as if it's cascading. So I'll just do the same again, drag it to 1.5 seconds, snap a keyframe on, and to 2.5, opacity to 100%. Same sort of deal here, so let's move that back to 2 seconds, snap opacity to 0, move opacity to 3, move the keyframe to 3, set opacity to 100%. So let's give that a little playthrough. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's good. That's good. Now, what if I wanted them all to happen at the same time? Now, again, recovering ground I covered last time, but what you can do is grab this bar at the top, drag that to the start, and do the same with this one, and that takes all the animation properties for these. So I could have hundreds of different properties that are changing. So I could have it spinning, I could have it moving, I could have it changing opacity, I could have it changing size. And if I drag this top bar, it drags the whole lot of the animation. So again, if I drag the playhead to the start, press play, they all fade in at the same time. I don't want that because I want them cascading in. So again, I'll do that. And then that. See what that looks like. Boom. Excellent. So I'm happy with that. File, save. And now let's go and have a look at index.html. Let's drag this down to Google Chrome. So let's preview the website as it would be online. Awesome. Absolutely fantastic. How easy was that? Now previously, before Edge, I would have had to code some pretty hefty JavaScript functions with jQuery, with my engine of choice, and it just so happens to be Adobe Edge's engine of choice. I'll go into that next tutorial. I would have had to code I would have had to select the div, I would have had to set a delay, so on window and then a delay, and then I would have had to put a fade in animation through jQuery, and then would have had to set the delay for all of them, so I wouldn't be able to do one function for all of them. But that Adobe Edge just there took me, if I wasn't talking about it, it would take me 30 seconds, which would have taken me a whole load of coding before. And the point is, this is really freaking easy. Well done, Adobe. I can't wait to see how much better it gets, especially with the interactivity. Anyway, that's all, quite a short one, so have fun till next time.